Y'all are never gonna believe what I did last night. Never gonna believe it. I can't believe it. I've never done this. Never done this. I might be a little. I cannot believe I did this. So yesterday was a really hard day, guys. Well, it wasn't a hard day. It was an amazing day, actually. But it was a day. It was a roller coaster day. It was insane highs. It was like insane like lows, insane highs, and then just extreme like, oh my god, like all the gratitude. Oh my god, like seriously, guys, like I like just sat out on my porch, like staring up at the moon last night, like basically just bawling, like giving gratitude back to everybody because it was one of those kind of days. Okay. I totally spaced out what I was doing last night in the middle of all this. I made bread yesterday. Do you want to know what I didn't do yesterday? I got my bread all done up. I made dinner. I made up homemade like hoagie hot dog buns, kosher buns for hot dogs last night, and then I made our sandwich bread last night. Put it in the oven to proof. It's 9 o'clock in the morning the next day, guys. I didn't bake it. And I was like, oh, I should go get some toast. Like, I've got all that fresh bread, and then it kind of hit me. I'm like, oh, shit. I don't remember ever pulling the bread out of the oven. Oh, shit. What? Oh no. I was envisioning, like, bread goo all over the bottom of my oven. Now, fortunately, it stayed all in the pans, but... So, this is what I'm gonna do. I've never done this. I just put... Yishmi. I put some water on top to re-soften the crust on here, and I'm gonna kick my oven on to a warm proofing, and I'm gonna kind of keep rubbing a little bit. I'm not actually expecting this to really poof back up because the skin that's on here, it's pretty hard. It's starting to soften up now because it totally dried out in the oven last night because it's been sitting in here and proofing since 7 o'clock last night, guys. 7 o'clock last night. That's 14 hours ago, okay? But yeah, so I'm going to kick my oven on. We're going to turn this on, and yeah. And then we're going to bake this baby. Yeah, then we're going to bake this baby so we can at least have our bread. And I cannot believe I ever did. I cannot believe I did this. Guys, y'all, I can't even wrap my brain around it. I've never done this. Ever. Ever. But it was kind of like my daughter came up and said, because I was like, oh no, I didn't just do that. Oh no. Oh no. And she's like, what's wrong? So my daughter Ellie, my baby. And she's like, it's okay, Mom. Accidents happen. Mistakes happen. And I'm like, yes they do. Yes they do. But here's a little reminder for you guys. So it wasn't that long ago when something like this would have happened to me, I would have just completely freaked out. Here, hang on, I gotta step outside. All right, so here's the thing. Yesterday was just one of those days, guys. And it was, like, truly, at the end of yesterday, it was just one of those days of just total, oh my God. Like, thank you for such a miraculous day, and for blessings, and for dreams, and prayers, and manifestations coming into full fruition exactly when we needed them the absolute most. So it was an extremely roller coaster ride day yesterday, and everything kept coming up, but I managed to get everything done. And I was making the bread, did all this, and then we get this news, and I was like, oh my God! And I'm making dinner, and I forgot to finish the bread. Now, see, it wasn't that long ago that if something like that had happened, I mean, it would have been profuse bawling. I would have beat myself up. I would have told myself how I was not meant to be doing what I was doing. It was, seriously, guys, like, the crap I would have said and done to myself, like, for that, I mean, months and months and months. To be honest, at some point in time in the past, if that had happened to me, I would have completely walked away and never gone back to making bread again. It would have ruined my entire day. Would have completely destroyed and ruined my entire day. And you know what? This time, like, it dawned on me. I realized it. And I went, oh no, I didn't do that. I didn't. And I knew I had. I knew it. And seriously, guys, y'all, like, seriously, it's, and this time I was just like, oh no, I didn't. Oh. But it was just this very soft, sweet, just like recognition of what had happened. And then, and just, the instant, how to put this into words, just the instant knowing and forgiveness and acceptance and gratitude and just all of the things that I'm human. Whereas in the past, it would have took me months and months of telling myself over and over and over again as I beat the crap out of myself internally, like the crap we tell ourselves, guys. And I would have just, like, totally just beat the crap out of myself. Absolutely. And, I'm not doing that anymore. Because at the end of the day, no matter how big the mistake is, no matter what you forgot, no matter what happened because of it, no matter how hard you tried and it just got all screwed up, you're human. The thoughts that you have, we've been told our whole life that, you're not supposed to think that way. You're not supposed to act that way. The wind's probably hitting the mic. Let me move. All right, I had to move because I don't know about you, but I hate when, like, the wind or a breeze goes across the mic and there's just a soft breeze up. So, anywho, we are told all the time that you're not supposed to think certain things. You're not supposed to want certain things. You're not supposed to ever wish those kind of things, either on ourselves or on somebody else. You bring it closer. Somebody else. Do you understand what I mean? Right? You understand what I mean? Like, we are told that we're not supposed to have those evil thoughts. That we're not supposed to think that way. That we're not supposed to let those kind of thoughts into our brain. That we're instantly supposed to smash them out and everything else. That we're not supposed to feel the anger, and we're not supposed to feel the sadness and the betrayal and the misunderstanding, the pain that comes from misunderstanding and not being recognized. Y'all, that shit is painful. It's painful. It's emotional, and it's okay to be upset about it. It's okay to have those evil thoughts and to want all the bad crap to happen, okay? It is okay because you're human. You are human. And nothing is good nor bad. Not inherently. It doesn't become good or bad until you define it as good or bad. And your definition of good and bad versus someone else's is completely different. We're human. We're meant to be different. We're meant to have these experiences. We're meant to have the mother of all F-ups. We're meant to fall down. We're meant to learn how to fix it. We're meant to have these obstacles happen in our lives because they make us grow. Okay? They make us grow. Right? Make us grow. So, yeah. And I actually had this conversation last night, actually. Which might be one reason why I'm just so, like calm and easygoing about this. As I said, it wasn't that long ago that my old story, let's pull out a little Tony Robbins. Like, what is your old story? You got to make it your old story before you can move on to your new story and change, to make those changes in your life. My old story was I beat the crap out of myself. I belittled myself. I would say things to myself and believe things about myself that I would never in my life think or feel or even want to dream for someone else. And that goes for people that I truly can't stand. Like, they're not for me. Yeah, I would never wish that on anyone. But yet, we do it to ourselves. Because we're human. You are human. I'm human. We're all human. And that's a big reason why I'm a lot different than other coaches. Because I really strive to bring down the barriers and the walls between the fiction, the fantasy, the masks, the rose-colored glasses that we put on for other people. And I would like to say that's just social media, but that's bullshit because we do it in real life, in our everyday life. We have to put out this image to the world that we're perfect, that everything is peachy, that everything is a little better than what it really is, to fit into the social idea of what a good, happy, healthy, balanced, and aligned life is. And the truth is, none of us are living a 10 in every area of our life. And I want to recognize that. I am a professional bread baker, guys. Home bread baker. I've been professionally making bread for years. Like, I've been professionally making bread for like over 10 years now. Let's see. 2012, I think, is when I really went professional with it. If memory serves correct. I don't even remember. Anyway. I would have beat the crap out of myself. What would you have done? I'm curious. How would you have reacted when you had this happen? So, just in case, for all of my bread bakers, you do have something like this happen. This is a first for me. I'm just saying. It is, but it isn't. I've had similar things happen, but it's never been like 14 hours later. We'll put it that way. So you can recover your bread. All right. So before I can do anything with that bread, I have to get rid of that crust. I have to warm it back up. That's the simple facts of it. I got to get rid of that hard crust. And then what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to pull it back out of the pans, beat it down, re-grease my pans, because the grease is not really going to be there anymore. It's going to be all soaked up into the bread. And then I just dumped a whole bunch of water on top of it. So I'm going to have to reform that into loaves, re-raise it, and then bake it. Or I could just kick my oven on and I could bake it like it is right now. That's your options. Now, say you have something come up, you've already got your bread started, it's like just doing its proofing, things like that. You have something come up and you need to leave right then. You can leave right then. Cover your bread up, put it in the fridge. Now when you come back, you're going to have to warm that back up, and that's going to take some time. I'm just saying. So you can speed the process up by putting it in a proof setting in your oven. If you don't have a proof setting, you've never heard me talk about this before, all you need to do is kick your oven on for about maybe 60 seconds, and then make sure it's not hot inside. It just needs to be nice and warm. Think like a nice warm, like a nice comfortable bath that you could just sit in. It's not so hot that you can't get in. It's not so hot that it makes you uncomfortable when your toe hits the water and makes you go, whoa. You don't want that. That's going to bake your bread as it is. Just warm. Nice and warm and comfy. Okay? Nice, warm, comfy, like a nice warm blankie as you're sitting around a fire with a cup of hot cocoa in the dead of winter. All right? Or a cup of tea, when you're not feeling well. Yeah. And you just start the process from there. You just continue from where you left off. Me, I'm having to backtrack a little bit. Just saying. The point is, guys, be kind to yourself. Treat yourself with a little bit of gratitude. Treat yourself as you wish others to treat you. You want others to respect you. You want others to be there for you. You want others to love you. You first have to be able to do that for yourself. You want someone else to accept you for the real you. First, you have to accept the real you for you. And at the end of the day, no matter what happens, give gratitude for all the amazing blessings that you have. Dream and manifest and pray for the things that you need in your life. The things that you wish to, the dreams that you wish to bring into reality. You can do that. And it only takes a few minutes. And let me tell you something. If you are truly wanting something in life, or you get something in life, and you're giving gratitude, you're just saying thank you, you're just letting the words of thank you carry on the wind and to wherever it's going to go. If you're not crying while you're giving gratitude back, you're not giving gratitude back. I'm just saying. Real gratitude is felt so damn deep inside your heart that the tears just naturally flow. And there is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, my friend. I'm just saying. And when you get to the point where you can truly do that, and you let go of the stress and the BS that you're holding on to, and you just let it melt away, let it evaporate and to drift away in the wind, to be blessed, to be transformed into a blessing, into whatever it is that you want, in order to bring someone or something else a little bit of happiness or hope or a blessing to them. It can be a complete stranger. To just let it go wherever the universe, wherever God, the universe, spirit, or the wind itself decides that it needs to go, with a blessing of gratitude and giving back. Y'all, healing inside makes all the difference. Seeing the truth of the world inside you, y'all, it's transformational. Absolutely transformational. It's freaking gorgeous. So y'all know how I generally start off almost all my videos, all my lives, as hi beautiful or hello beautiful. I do that purposely because the real you inside, the real you that you beat the hell up, isn't bad. It's not damaged goods. It's not too much. It's not too little. It's perfect. The real you is perfect. The real you is amazing. The real you truly is beautiful. And although you may not be able to see it yet, and sometimes you try to hide it from others, the truth is, we see it. We know the real you. And it kind of kills us a little inside because you can't see how extraordinary you are. I need a drink, hang on. So when I say hello beautiful and I tell you how amazing you are, I truly believe that because I can see it. I see it in you. And I'm not talking about the illusion that you put on of you, the falsities, the masks. I see you. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to belittle. It's nothing to say that you're not enough. Buddy, no. Sorry. You're amazing. Give yourself a little compassion. The same compassion that you would offer to a child. Because your inner child needs some love too. And when you start healing those inner child wounds and actually seeing that your shadow self is nothing to be ashamed of, that your shadow self is not bad, that it's not evil, that it's not going to damn you to hell, that it is actually something that is beautiful and just simply a part of you, and that your inner superpower strengths live there. Just saying. You're only human. And when you can truly see yourself for who you truly, truly are, y'all, makes life so much more. All right, I got to get back into my bread and my kids. Have a beautiful day, guys. And remember, you're human and mistakes happen. And that's okay.